Reverend Dr. Jonathan Hansen is the founder and president of World Ministries International, WMI, sounding the alarm. Dr. Jonathan Hansen ministers to leaders, political, religious, attorneys, businessmen, etc. Besides traveling the nations, he uses television and radio to reach every city in every nation. Dr. Hansen also uses social media to prepare the church and nations for the second coming of Jesus Christ. Dr. Hansen interviews on television in the United States Washington State Senator Val Stevens, Senator Joseph Zarelli, Councilman John Coster, and Washington State House of Representative Matt Shea at the WMI television studio. Reverend Dr. Daniel Nalaya, founder of the political party Rise Up Australia Party, is being interviewed by Dr. Hansen in the WMI television studio. Dr. Hansen in Israel's parliament, interviewing on television Knesset member David Rotem and Michael Oren, Israeli ambassador to the U.S., as well as interviewing in Jerusalem on television Executive Director of the World Jewish Congress, Shai Hermish. Josh Reinstein, the director of Israel's Knesset Christian Allies Caucus, is interviewed by Dr. Hansen in WMI's radio studio. Here, Dr. Hansen is in the Knesset in Jerusalem, Israel, and interviewing on television MK Rabbi Yehuda Glick. He also interviewed for television Knesset member MK Robert Ilatov at the 2017 Night to Honor the Friends of Israel banquet. Founder of International Coalition of Apostolic Leaders, convener John Kelly, is being interviewed by Dr. Hansen on television and radio at the WMI studios. Dr. Hansen is a guest on TBN and interviews Bureau Chief Chris Mitchell in the CBN 700 Club studio in Jerusalem, Israel. Dr. Hansen also interviewed attorney Mark Zell, Republican Overseas Israel co-chairman in Jerusalem, Israel, on TV. Attorney Stephen Pidgeon, 2012 candidate for Washington State Attorney General, on radio, and Reverend Dr. Joseph Featon, senior pastor of Cedar Park Church, Assembly of God, and economist businessman Arch Bonema on television. Dr. Hansen meets separately with the Liberian President Moses Zablah, Vice President Wesley Johnson, and with the President of Parliament, the Honorable George Dway. Dr. Hansen with the Burundi President, and another day with the Vice President counseling, praying, and giving direction. Dr. Hansen meeting with the Prime Minister and the Governor General of Jamaica, the Presidents of Haiti, Uganda, Zambia, Zimbabwe, and the President of Parliament, Rwanda. Dr. Hansen meets with the Secretary General of the Global Parliament for the United Nations, Burundi Ambassador for the UN, Governor and Parliamentarian for the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and Zimbabwe's Ambassador. Here, Dr. Hansen is meeting with the Member of Parliament in Sweden, the Premier President of the Cayman Islands, Honorary Consul of the New Zealand Consulate, President of the Navajo Nation, Prime Minister of Guyana, South America, and a Member of Parliament Ghana, West Africa. Dr. Hansen in Cuba giving a word for Fidel Castro. Dr. Hansen ministers and performs a baby dedication in the home of the Philippine ambassador. In Jerusalem, Israel, Dr. Hansen meets in the Knesset, Israel's parliament, with the chairman of the World Likud Party, Danny Danon. Dr. Hansen meeting with the Vice President of Kenya, Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. This photo appeared in all Kenya's newspapers as Dr. Hansen was at Kenya's National Day of Prayer over his prophetic word for Kenya given to President Moi in 1992. In 2008, he is meeting with Kenya's President, Vice President, Prime Minister, and a U.S. Congressman. Dr. Hansen speaking in a Kenya venue that holds 200,000 on Kenya national television with the Vice President and thousands of dignitaries in attendance. Here he is, ministering in the United Arab Emirates and Muscat, Oman. Dr. Hansen speaking to thousands in Singapore, Hong Kong, Malaysia, Japan, India, Sri Lanka, Uganda, Kenya, Rwanda, Burundi, Poland, Sweden, Romania, Cuba, Jamaica, Central and South America, etc. Dr. Hansen speaks in conferences throughout the world. WMI School of Theology educates and prepares leaders throughout the world. Here are WMI campuses and graduates in America and Africa. WMI supplies food to the widows and orphans as well as meeting other needs. WMI provides a horse for a family farm, and a refrigerator is given to a Romanian hospital, a warehouse filled with supplies for the poor. Here, Dr. Hansen leads a team to supply food for war victims, and he visits with people in displacement camps. While in Liberia, Dr. Hansen and team visit displacement camps supplying the children with candies. WMI established dental clinics in the Dominican Republic, El Salvador, 2 in Jamaica, and 10 clinics in Kenya to help the poor. Dr. Hiodo, WMI's benevolence director in Russia, with the dental team. Dr. Hansen in Romania, where WMI supplied a dental clinic for Hand of Help Orphanage. Also, the City of Refuge Orphanage in Jamaica is visited, where the team pass out toys and other supplies. Dr. Hansen visits orphans in Ghana, West Africa, as well as in the nations of Kenya and Burundi in East Africa. WMI has built schools in the slums, including this school in Kenya. WMI educates and feeds 1,200 children in 2 slums in Nairobi, Kenya. In this African slum where people die from polluted water filled with urine and feces, WMI drilled a water well to supply clean water for the people. www.worldministries.org. Email warning@worldministries.org. World Ministries International, P.O. Box 277, Stanwood, Washington, 98292. 360-629-5248. Shalom, and may the Lord richly bless you.